Howdy folks, Amos Sewn, 60. Music used with permission.
If you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do, I think it's time to make you an offer. Come away for a day or two, camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. I've got all the gear, all the food, the wine, the beer. I could think of nothing finer than to be alone in the hills with you, camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Or we could drift away on an autumn afternoon, lying by a mountain stream, singing its happy tune. Then in the dark of night, cuddled up by the fire, think about love, stars above, and the moon that gets us high. Well, if you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do, I think it's time to make you an offer to come away for a day or two, camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Or we could drift away on an autumn afternoon, lying by a mountain stream, singing its happy tune. Then in the dark of night, cuddled up by the fire, think about love, stars above, and the moon that gets us high. Well, if you're feeling blue, you don't know what to do, I think it's time to make you an offer to come away for a day or two, camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Let's go camping in the Barrington Mountains, just me and you. Woo.
Well, howdy folks, Amos Sewn, number 60. Not on the YouTube because number 58 got me banned a couple of times. One episode got me banned twice. Don't know how that works, but well, I'll carry on with what the subject matter I was talking about last episode, which is 59. I think that was about the weather, or whether or not the weather is the weather, or the weather is after all, or not the weather. Whether or not you can understand that, I'm weathered if I know. Anyway, watch this guy's site, Rob D, who's I've actually put in the description. If it's down there somewhere, and those things, like description boxes. There's a site to his site, and this is what he put out the other day. If I can find it, press the right button at the right time. Is it that one? No, I think it might be that one. Yes. How's that, folks? Got it right the first time. Let's see how that goes.
Good evening, folks. It's 22:50.
Just thought I'd chuck in. This guy, I reckon, is halfway between a weather forecaster and a race caller as a jockey. Hey, mate, it's worth a listen. Goes for about 20 minutes or so. He's quite entertaining. But look at what he's talking about. It's pretty interesting. I can't go for the veracity, but this guy is studying this shit all the time. So, have a look. Or not.
51 on the 26th day, 3rd month, 2023. Excuse me. I drank my coffee too quick. So what I'm looking at here is a beam that's shooting up from past here, right up through the tip here and up into the tropic zone here. And it was been sweeping in this direction here. I'll go backwards with the timestamps. Let's hide that. And you'll see the beam is sweeping toward the west. And it's going to have an effect. And it's not an old beam either, and it wasn't on for a great length of time. Get back over there to where it was. So the effect it'll have is it'll drive the river of moisture this way behind it. All this moisture on this side of the beam to the east of this is going to go up and around. It'll have a vortex around this island, so that'll come back and re-haunt a little later on, and it'll back stuff up in this direction here. It creates a wall, and this will all this moisture will ride that way around and very effectively avoid New Zealand. All the moisture coming to bother you guys is coming from this direction here. And that beam that's separated, whammo, that you can see right there at the very end of the feed I showed yesterday, is driving this in a couple tendrils that's going to come across the west. And it's going to impact the weather in Australia over the next 2.5 weeks of on and off tropical bands coming through, up and over, mixing with the cold air that's getting worked up from the bite very predictably through many geoengineering methods that I'll be showing along the way of the storm's creation, navigation, and their imminent demises. And some of the chem bombs. Let's verify that we're running. We are running. Hello, Danielle Campbell. Happy bubbles to you, but not so happy on some of your totals that I'm seeing. Now I'm seeing different totals, right? I'm seeing this one here, which appeared about a half an hour after I took the following screenshot. I'm right here. I took this one for Auckland, for New Zealand, which showed 8, almost 9 inches of rain impacting you guys. And I took this one here for the Nelson and this area in here. I showed some terrible totals on the 10s as well. And I took this screenshot here. I believe it was for... No, that's that one again. 2, 3. If I'll find it. It's one for the Northern Rivers. I have a lot of screenshots around. Well, I'll just tell them to you. How about that? I was showing totals in this area here of cuffs in through the trough here of being in excess of what this is here. Alright. I was showing 12 to 15 centimeters popping up here around Cuffs Harbor after the 5-day period. So we're going to be very vigilant on what's going on here. Access is not being much more honest. Yeah, they're showing it all being offshores and showing it being tendrils. So they're paying attention to how this stuff gets worked west from over here, where they're going to have some terrible problems over the next 3 days. See, whammos. And they're capping it. As they work this moisture that's out here in the Indian Ocean up and over Australia and across the nation itself. Now you can expect a lot of action from the radar stations across the middle to do the directing of this flow to make it occur like that. It's going to be very difficult to do this flow without having rains occur in the top edges. So I'm waiting to see how they handle that. And that part of the flow of this geoengineered events that are coming. New Zealand, you're getting yours in several bands. Every band that comes from Australia is coming to you. Yeah, every bit of it. It'll cut tendrils and whammo, 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 one right after the other. You are in for quite a bumpy ride over the next 2 weeks. And all the pressures say that one of the lows coming over near the end of the 10s is going to stall. It absolutely has to. Okay, well now let's look at this deployment here. Here in the trough over here near where Sydney and all that is. Go in the opposite direction of the flow, filling in the wrong way with the bombs. Going over Adelaide, going over Melbourne, going over Tasmania. Chem bomb after chem bomb after chem bomb. Compliments of the toxiflyers, toxifying the air. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. A little smiley face for you. And that's such a happy cloud to me. That is a crappy cloud with the big V pointed at it, eh? Have a little chemtrail for you. Have a little chemtrail inside of your soup. Have it in your air, in your underwear that's drying on the line. It's right. You have some lines from the sky in your underwear on the line. How does that make you feel? That there's stuff in your laundry you cannot wash out. And well, when we got blood on our hands because of something done in the name of humans that are far from humane, it's something very rare with the fish head, roly-poly fish head skies going on by, taxi flying and moistening the entrance. Yeah, it's going right over the entrance. Poor Kembama. Yeah, poor Kembama living up to its name. Lots of Kembamas over there. Poor Kembama. Kembamba to the port side. Heartily. Look at a big square going by. Nothing to see here, folks. Look at your phones. There's a new distraction every day. What's it going to be? Who's going to be the April Fool? Will it be you this year? Who knows? The shadow knows. Boom, 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 boom. Well, let's see what they brewed up for you out here, where they're predicting some crap to be coming to shore for some inundations. For who's going to warn the animals, give them a life jacket or something, tell them to evacuate. Which tree will be safe for them to climb? Which bridge will have pictures of animals stuck on him this time? As the Bureau of Morons giving you accurate warning of the totals that are coming. Well, let's see if any cloud. You have nothing to see here, right? Look like some heavy cells approaching our Radelaide over there right now, north of you over there, Gawler. A big line. This has been bombed into existence. Because your weather's bombastic, the camming our asses, and when you're coughing up a camera bomb, it's nasty. And in your air smells like burnt matches. You know the chem bombs have been there, making sulfurs in your air. It's quite an oscillation to this storm. Toon, 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 toon. Yep, right along that creek line. How we doing over here in the Dimboola? Oh, they're making some moolah. Ooh, heavy totals coming along those creeks headed toward Horsham. There'll be Horsham around again. Over there there'll be some dung on the jung. And the pimpin', yeah, over here in the Pimpino. Yeah, pimpin' the old Pimpino. Pimpino. Are they pimping you? Hey, this must be the Pinot right here. You're poking out of this guy. Hey, He's had his tail sticking out. Or is he drank so much beer? He's got one of those, the biggest Audi you've ever seen. With a big beer grit. With a stick in his nose. Man, that's just a flat bum. Somebody bending over backwards dancing. Hey, oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I'm seeing something's totally different. If that's the nose of a great big bobblehead and that's the bum, oh my God. Would you look at Horsham around over here? Very well, it's enough of that. Yeah, it could get far worse. Yeah, let's see what's going on with the Horsham around here. Yeah, where exactly am I? Right, I know exactly. This is these chem bombs over here. They're Horsham around. We'll get some names there. There's Horsham right here. That's the chem bomb right here. Let's have a look. Let's do some verifying of the taxiflyers Yep, there's a prime formation right here, ladies and gentlemen. We have labias and genitals. There we have it. Oh, God, it's going to piss it down because it is boom, boom, boom. Go to plumes over Australia, and Dan is glanding it up. Oh, my God. The stairway to heaven. He'll never make it up there. He'll has fallen down forever, and he'll be mush. Absolute mush at the bottom. And I hope to get to see that. Yeah, some things I hope to get to see. Do. Kind of look like a horse's head because they're horsing around. Do. Boom, boom. The plume. Boom, 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 boom. Boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom, boom. Manure. Boom, 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 manure. Your air is like manure over my manure. Oh, look at the toxic sky here. It's not quite no round cumulus cloud. It's not a contrail that would dissipate within minutes. No, these are 10-minute jumps and it's still there. Jump. Toxic air can make you fall. You do the Wuhan flop over something like this. And timber schwammer. Yeah, let's just smoke chem bombs over a volcano field. What could possibly go wrong? You have some of this shit out here off the Wakatani. That's a cool name, Wakatani. There's a T formation. Hike. Have some tea. Or is it pi? The endless number. The pi shell. Looking a little bit different. A chem bomb emanation point right there. The chem bomb emanation system. They could kiss my chocolate starfish, that's for sure. Right turn collide. Yeah, that's not naturally occurring. Anybody get a picture of that from the ground? That would be very dramatic. This one's going that way, that's going that way. And it's looking like a thong at the end there. Whoop. Beam swath much, or is that a perfectly straight a line of mountains? Las montañas. Tony Montañas. It's about time we all get together and say, hey, we're all our own little friends, and say hello to us. As they come by and cook straight up for you, man. Look, boom, back and forward, boom, back, forward, boom. You guys get campground all too fuck. And I'm gonna roll what you're supposed to get over to, oh my, would you look at all those storms popping up. So, we'll go back to the beginning. And in the beginning, Robert drank his coffee while you guys looked at your appropriate area of interest to you. And here you go. Now, if you live down the tip tap or the tip bottom, sorry. Oh, that's delicious. Alright, looks like Coffee Tins has some big storms going to be going through there a little later on today. Oh, about in the middle of your afternoon. And same with you, Melbourne, coming about your traffic time. And you'll have a little bit of a mush hour at rush hour. And people mushing into each other. A little bit of a mush pit there. Hey, Broom. How you doing? Hey, you got a little bit of a thunderstorm here coming over your nighttime there. They give you a little bit of a lightning show. And Cooper Pity ain't leaving you out of the situation. You're going to get some very torrential downpours. Yes, I use the word torrential. And as the day goes on tomorrow, the continuation of the western floodations, as the system crosses over the state line and has its sights set on the can't bear it situation in the trough, and it'll hold off slightly at the mountains and dump a load as it creeps through the passes and into the coastal road. Just in time. For your afternoon, go get you some lunches. She crosses the state line of Queensland into New South Wales, and your event begins in Queensland. And it's not going to be a light event. As they beam out the center and hold the flow on his side, you have to put a beam up that still allows this to walk slowly across the nation, or that'll hold off their two line. Yeah, they're going to have to beam up. There has to be a flow, right? With no flow, no go. All right, if they hold this pressure up right out here and there's nowhere for it to go, right now there's movement for it. But as we get here and the end, right, you're fucked. This is you're not going anywhere with a low situation at here. This will be one that'll walk up and it should spin. It absolutely should. So you get a situation here where something has come off your coast here on the 3rd. And it's not going to go anywhere. There's nowhere for it to go. It's pressure locked. But when it does go, it's very bad news for New Zealand, because all that's coming with it, and it's all backed up. All that energy's been waiting. And when that comes, there's another tendril right behind it, and you get the double punch. Whamma, whamma. Yeah, we're talking like a Mike Tyson right, left, and down you go. This is a big batch, and I'm very, very concerned for what's coming here after about 14 days from now. And that there will be about 16 days from now. Yeah, and this pressure should slide right on over into that one with another slight gap in the center with the absolute potential to stall out again because of what's coming under Africa. Yep, I'm watching very closely. We watch these big beams, and I know about that one out here in the Indian Ocean and how it's going to affect things now. How it split this tendril up, half and half, and how this is rotating in this direction here, slowly making its way back over to meet another one. And it's smoking in low from down here. So as they mix, cold and warm, moist, dry, dust, cam, again and again and again. Holy fucking hell, this shit's gonna get bad. And they're talking some very heavy tolls. As I'll just show you what they're allowing you to see. Get pressure out there, making things look all dramatic. Right, we're talking inundation of the coastal roads. We're talking the Maroochydore to Gympie corridor, capping it through here. We're talking this particular road here being targeted, I believe, is the A2 with the railroad track. Because they've gone to Jackson, and you better have a condom man over at the condom mine over here. Because, boys, it could be a bit of a reservoir in the tip over there. As this creek's going to be running free through Dalby, and we're going to have to be very vigilant here. Inglewood and this road here. Oh yeah, Inglewood. That's a prime junction here. Hey, oh look, you got a dam. It looks like you need some kind of a new funding from the agenda to give you some kind of a new cleaner burning coal, as if it isn't carbon anyhow that they're trying to get rid of by burning it. What the fuck is wrong with people? A fishhole mountain. The fishhole. Can I rename that place? What would you call the Billabong there? I don't know. Well, I'm going to go up toward cooking up the rock Hampton, because you can smell when the geoengineers get the rock cooking, and wowing is you, because they go giving you some more chem bombs and they're mounting you again. And it's going to be a ragland. You're going to be doing some soppings up. In the Gladstone, not so glad, not so happy be thy bubbles. Over here at the Boyne Island, heavy totals to be expected on the 10s. And I don't believe that this is not going to go as far south as Agnes Water. And so we'll be watching this very closely to see where the chem bombs dictate where things are going to go. You know, dictation, where they do the dict, and some other people do the taking. And when you see totals like this with all these dots of extreme heavinesses, especially this one here, you know that there's a lot of water to be worked around towards you at the demands of the geoengineers. And the eminent front that you've got to be worried about is these tendrils working their way through the tropics. And those are what creates these big batches and these big heavies that these chem bombs can nucleate into the condensates and actually explode the tops of the cloud decks to coalesce the droplets till they become bigger. and heavy enough to fall. And as I look at this chem here and I look at this chem over there, I try not to despair because I know we've got everyone here and we will say no to the Paris Agreement because we agree that it's wrong, 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 wrong. Big love. Peace.
Well, that was rather exciting, wasn't it? Oh, not really, maybe exciting, but it's, yeah, well, look at that.
It is 11 o'clock on Sunday
Dear
morning,
mate.
and it has been an
Guess what?
active morning
Oh.
across North Georgia. A
Try.
large
Can you shut up, please? Thank you. Right. Yep, sorry about that, folks. Yeah, press the wrong button or not press the right button, and that's what you get. Well, that's the weather. Whether or not you believe it's been controlled or not, but it looks pretty convincing that something's happening, doesn't it? Or does it not? But I'll be back one moment. Sorry for the background noise. I had to kill it, as you do. Well, that's basically what I sort of plan to do. Just an update on the weather, because the weather here is, well, problematic. I was supposed to start work on the bus today. We'll start putting the motor in, getting it all ready, and of course it rained. Hopefully tomorrow. I wonder what the weather's going to be like tomorrow, eh? Do we really want to know? Whether or not the... let's have a look at the map anyway. There's a map here somewhere of the local weather. Should be able to bring it up without too much trouble. Here we go, folks. Where was that? Please wait. Radar images are loading. Ah. Oh, look. That's basically where I'm at the moment. Yeah. Look at the next picture up. Look. Around here. Like quarry. Suppose. What about the next bigger one? Oh, look. It looks like a little storm, doesn't it? Look at the national. And yeah, well, you can sort of see some of those images that sort of similar to what was on the show just before, can't you? It looks pretty much the same sort of... He's just got a different way of talking about it, I guess, doesn't he? Doesn't he? Indeed. Anyway, let me move that out of the way. And that's whether or not, like last time I was doing a show, I had the fan going on me, I had a bruise on me. Today I'm wearing a bloody flannelette shirt. Actually, no, this is just staged. It's really boiling hot out here. No, that's bullshit too. Anyway, might see what's happening in Discord land. I was chatting to DK and that before. Just, I think, folks, on join voice. Is anybody home? No. Well, we'll just leave it going there for a while.
Hey, man.
Oh, g'day, mate. How are you? You may be live on my channel. I don't know, because
I know.
yeah.
I'm watching it as well.
All right. Yeah.
It's
Well.
me typing in chat. That's my new Twitch name.
All right. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I got the chat rooms aren't on this computer. They're on the other computer, and I've been too lazy to change it over at the moment.
Okay. No, sweet as.
So I haven't been watching the chat room.
Yeah.
yeah.
X out that bottom screen on Discord.
Okay.
It's just suggesting dumb shit.
Right there.
It did that to me before as well. It must be a new thing that they're doing.
Oh, there we go.
Trying to recommend other shit to you.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's just other shit, isn't it? Yeah. So, what do you think of the weather show? That weatherman's pretty intense, I guess. Did you hear that? That guy?
What was that?
The the tape or the show that I was just. Were you watching the show before I was talking?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
They got that weatherman from. Well, he was on Vinny's show. He's pretty intense. He's sort of somewhere between a weatherman, and a horse riding. Yeah, like a horse race caller. You know those sort of
Uh,
things. Nah, not at all. That's just.
Somewhere between a weatherman and like a conspiracy theorist sort of thing.
Yeah, yeah, that too. Yeah,
Like he's trying to incorporate.
yeah,
And
yeah.
that's the problem.
Oh no,
I mean, like
he's trying to
like
make it
this.
entertaining, basically.
Excuse me. Yeah, yeah. I was going to say and entertain. Yeah, and
Yeah,
entertainer like
yeah.
singing and shit. I
Well,
wonder if that's how he gets around algo. The
well,
algo fuck them.
maybe. Yeah. Well, because we try to get around the algorithms whatever way we can. But hey, well, except for YouTube, they got me for twice on one video. How's that? Well, one video twice because I deleted it and then re-uploaded the full version before I'd even known about the first strike. And then next thing I know, I'm getting a second strike. Yeah, because I deleted it, which should have stopped the first strike. You know, and I got an appeal back. Basically said, can you bend over a bit further, sir? You know. Yeah, so you know.
I think I've had like two or three strikes, like, and the whole time I've been on YouTube.
Yeah.
But I just don't stream anything there for like the next month or two.
No,
Every
well,
time I get a strike,
looks like
they
I
just
won't be
wait
for a couple of
ages.
weeks. I won't be for a couple of weeks, and yeah, well, I guess I'll be able to review this show to see if it's worth whether I should upload it to YouTube when I'm allowed back on. Yeah, this is show number 60. If you can believe it. Yeah,
Nice,
yeah.
good shit, man. Going strong.
That's not in. Well, it's 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 a Monday show at the moment. I just because I didn't do a Sunday show and didn't do last Thursday's show. I'm pretty flexible, folks. I do it when I want to, not when the schedule says. Yeah. Well, like some people, they do it all the time.
You can just about bend over backwards.
Yeah, just about. Yeah. Well, so what have you been doing with your life for the last week or so since I've?
How much should I stay on
Oh,
your channel?
actually,
Shit.
before we start,
I've
uh,
been,
can, can I?
I've been going out to protests and shit, which have become a worldwide viral thing.
Oh
I
yeah.
wasn't at that one, but I've
Okay.
been at other protests that were about the same subject, same
Hmm.
topic matter,
Hmm.
a couple of times now.
Right.
Once was just yesterday.
Right. Yeah. And what happened there?
Like the trans being allowed
Oh
in
yeah.
like
Hmm.
women's spaces thing.
Yes.
It's the stuff that Posey Parker got, well, has gone viral for now after she got attacked in Auckland by all the trannies who are all for love, peace, and everyone getting on. So she got attacked by them,
Hmm.
and now everyone hates New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, what about in Australia? There's some lady in I think it's Victoria State Politics or
Yeah, I
something.
think
It's
yeah, those Nazis.
getting kicked out
I
because of
actually
the
think that was. I think that
yeah.
was an Antifa setup, or
Yeah,
like
yeah,
the
yeah.
police or the
The
military. Yeah, I
the
actually think that
Nazis
one was a complete
guys were,
setup to try and paint
were
those
clearly
people.
not a part of the same sort of agenda.
Yeah,
Yeah, they were clearly a
they
different
just
mob.
turned out to be
Yeah,
anti-trans
yeah,
while she was trying to be pro-woman.
yeah,
See, not enough people know what she was actually about. They think
yeah,
she's anti-trans. Well, especially in New Zealand,
yeah.
our media constantly promoted her as anti-trans.
Right.
And the simple fact that she isn't anti-trans, she's pro-woman.
Hmm.
So women's rights are getting stripped away by any man that says they're a woman.
Hmm.
So women don't have any rights if a man says they're a woman.
Yeah. Well, that
And
which
that's what
is.
she's actually all
Hmm.
about. Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm all for that.
Yeah.
Like fuck, if
No,
you
but
took your daughter to a mall,
that's beside
no,
the
if
point.
you
It's,
took
we're
your
talking.
daughter to a mall and you're not allowed in, no,
Yeah.
no, and you're not. No, but wait, listen. If you took your daughter to a mall and she needed to go to the toilet and you have to wait outside, are you letting some other man walk in there while she's in there?
No. Well, that's the thing, isn't it? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's yeah.
See, it's actually just trying to create division,
It is. Yeah.
fights, assault charges,
Mhm.
and it's going to go against like the actual heterosexual man because it's like you're preventing a trans from what their rights are, and that's the fucked up thing about the world right now.
Yeah.
It's like we're protecting the minority over the majority.
Yep. Last time we spoke on this show was your sound didn't come through. I wonder if there's any way we can test whether your sound's coming through. So yeah. Oh, do you just want?
Um,
I'll tell you what. Do you just want to
I've
start
just
talk?
just asked. No, no. Well,
No. Well,
go sit and chat that he can hear me.
yeah.
Yeah, he said, yeah, there's DK, so he can hear me,
No.
obviously.
No. This is just an
Let us know if you can still hear us,
yeah.
folks.
No. This was just an
And still hear
excuse
me
to
anyway.
just to get you talking, so I can go exchange fluids. Yeah. If you know what I mean. Can you? Have you got something you want to talk about for a couple of minutes while I
Should have done
disappear?
it while I was should have
Sure.
done it while I was talking before.
I did.
All right.
But it's time
Now
to
get
end.
going. Take off.
Well, I'll yeah. So I'll be back shortly, folks. DK,
All right, no,
take over.
no, you're all good. No, you're all good.
All right.
No, I said you're all good, man. I can keep going. Yeah. Because I can elaborate on the other things that I've been to after saying what that was all about. See, the thing that happened was Posey Parker, whose actual name I can never remember because that name gets used so often. But yeah, she came to Auckland to speak about women's rights, the trans community. Basically, one idiot tipped tomato juice all over her, and then the mob broke down all like they pretended that they were on her side, and actually then rushed the rotunda thing that she was speaking from, tipped tomato juice all over it. This was going viral, and then the rest of the trans community knocked down all the fences that were up as barricades and shit, and just rushed at everyone. Old women got punched, old men got hit, and this is from the trans community, who are the peaceful, loving people. Not one charge has been laid. On Sunday, she was supposed to speak in Wellington. She left on Saturday night. She jumped on a plane and fucked off on Saturday night with a police escort through the airport just in case they found her again. She reckoned it was that bad she feared for her life. And this has gone viral, like international. Everyone now hates New Zealand. So yesterday there was a protest that was organised in Christchurch about like keep your hands off our kids was basically the topic of it. And there would have maybe been at most 50 of us and a couple of hundred of them, sort of thing. But there was shitloads more police this time. So the police didn't get involved till their own security actually basically got her almost all the way out, like through the whole crowd and shit. Police didn't get involved. Yesterday, with the people who were involved in this protest, there was shitloads of cops there to keep a massive barrier between the two groups and shit. And like, even though we were outnumbered, they would not have liked to have tried it yesterday. It was a completely different crowd. It was not women speaking for women, so they thought they could beat up women. This was men speaking against child grooming. There was no way they were rushing this group, and I really mean that. It's like they would have been foolish to even think about it. And there was shitloads of cops there to prevent it in the first place. Yeah, that's how like this weekend has gone in New Zealand.
Yeah. Well, that's yeah is the way things are going in a lot of places, isn't it? It's sort of yep. A lot of people are trying stuff and getting penalised
I I,
for it.
re- I recorded I yeah I recorded there myself.
Oh yeah, cool.
It didn't even last that long. It was only
Yeah.
like 45 minutes all up. But there's like a couple of like 5 minute recordings and then
Yeah.
like a 20-minute recording of like the main speech that was made.
And what's this?
And like yeah, you should see the crowd of them and they all turned their backs on us and
Is
just
it?
started yelling and making noise.
Is that on your?
They don't even have the balls to face us here.
Is that on your YouTube channel?
Yeah, on YouTube. Yeah,
Right. Okay. Well,
yeah, man.
I should be able to
Yeah,
look at that,
three
shouldn't
three new ones from yesterday. Yeah,
I? Okay. Well, I'll well, talking away there. I'll just chuck another
it's
screen and
like
see if I can
it's like three
find it.
minutes, 3 or 4 minutes, 6 minutes or something,
Yeah.
and then the third one's like 20 minutes. And
Yeah.
the speech he does is actually really good. Like the 20-minute one,
Yeah.
it's actually really phenomenal.
Right.
Because he's a pastor as well.
Yeah.
So the way he words everything, they couldn't argue with a thing, but they're still just yelling bullshit the whole time.
Yeah. I don't know whether I'll get to it on YouTube
Just
because it's
careful of the volume though, because they stand
yeah.
fairly close to the speakers, so
Well,
that like what they were yelling and screaming, the noise they were making, wasn't drowning out what he was saying. So yeah,
I
you might have to adjust the noise down. Just careful of that.
I just tried getting on YouTube and it took a while. So if I just let it settle for a minute or two, it may come good, sort of thing.
Yeah, man.
It hasn't
Well,
stopped working yet, but I don't know. You just got to give.
you might just have to you might just have to type in my name. I'm not sure.
Yeah. I know you're in.
But anyway,
What do you call it?
My turn to exchange fluids.
Yeah. Okay. Well.
No, my YouTube name.
Yeah. Yeah. My turn. His YouTube name. What is it? It's DB something, isn't it? Yes. Right.
123.
Yeah, I know. I knew that. I just didn't want to mention it to the crowd.
DB
I was trying.
123.
I was trying to protect your privacy. There it is. Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, the last three. I mean, shit. There's even the one of me shutting down a jab clinic before that,
Yeah.
single-handedly.
But yeah, there's something here from.
Actually, before that there was the protest. Before that there's I think 5 videos or something
Yeah.
from drag queen story hour that they were trying to do at the library. And
Yeah.
then before that is me shutting down a mobile jab clinic single-handedly. That
Right.
one was I was actually scared when I went out to do that. I hate doing shit by myself like that.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, anyway, back in-
I've got your channel up, and well, I should bring it up. Bring it up for the audience to have a look at. Is that the right button? Yep. Yeah. So I'm gonna have to ditch that off the screen. Um, Christchurch marks 26:3, which is 20 minutes. Number 2, which is 5 or 6 minutes. Yeah, and the next one, 3 minutes. That sounds like a good one. Only 3 minutes. So I'm going to put that on and see what happens, eh? Can you hear me, DK? Yep. Okay. Let me just reposition this thing. Yeah, I can hardly hear you. Maybe we're having sound issues again.
This is going to be interesting. Got
Yeah.
a few cops here this time round. Alright, I'm back. I was at my phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it is playing. This is the first one.
Yeah.
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 There's almost no anti-protesters today, though.
There's
Oh,
a few
yeah.
of them. Just a bit of a delay
Not
or
many.
some shit. But yeah, no, yeah, this is the first one.
A few people here today. A few cops here today.
Oh yeah.
Hey, people.
Yeah.
Angry King is here.
Damn right.
Yeah,
Yeah, you seen it.
yeah.
There's less of them than I was
No,
expecting.
26.
Hey?
There's less of them than I was
Yeah,
expecting.
somebody said, oh, there's hundreds of them. I said, well, I was expecting thousands. There's so many brainwashed people.
Oh, they obviously, well, the cops obviously were expecting a lot.
Yeah, look, I was just saying this on my life.
This
You
is
know
just
who
yesterday.
cops don't trust by the way they face.
Ghost said 25th. Yeah, no, it was yesterday.
Kind of sums it up. Well, especially after yesterday's activities, man.
Mate, yeah.
So the way they were
Speak
acting
to the
yesterday.
cop in charge. I said, oh, so after yesterday, we're allowed to throw tomato sauce at them. Because these guys have proven that that's okay now.
Yeah, well, what's her name? Posey Parker's actually going to the, what is it, the police complaints authority over it. Yeah.
She's already flying back to England.
Oh, she has, but she's still gonna get it issued and stuff. And someone else was saying anyone who was there yesterday that got assaulted and stuff should actually apply to that as well. And the cops are a waste of time. They're not actually doing anything for the people.
Absolute waste of time.
Yeah.
But obviously,
Pretty cool music there.
Here making music.
It looks like it.
Well, that liaison cop's good. He does a good job. He's the same one we dealt with at the counter.
Which one's that?
On the black hat.
I won't say who I'm
Black
talking
hat.
to. They might get you in trouble.
Oh, possibly. Might be a different rank.
Wait, no,
Is excessively well known in New Zealand.
The person you were talking to. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah, cool. Yeah, but yeah,
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Actually, I will. Okay. No, actually, I will. Okay.
Oh, if you want to. Yeah,
Yeah,
mate,
no, this is
I like
Kyle Chapman that I'm talking to.
Kyle Chapman. Yeah, I had no idea who he is because I'm in Wanji. If I was in Christchurch, I probably know who he was.
Yeah,
So
I know that.
who is he?
Yeah.
Who is he?
No, it's not just Christchurch. No, all through New Zealand, there's certain activists that
Who-
have been doxed all through the country. He's one of them.
Oh, and
He-
who is
He
he?
did actually used to be with white power gangs, and now he just gets smeared everywhere as being white power.
Oh, yeah. Who
No,
is
he's
it?
he's just involved with a lot of the freedom groups and shit now.
Tell us more about him,
Quite
man.
awesome. He's actually a really, really nice guy.
Yeah,
What?
yeah, tell us more about him. This Chapman dude, or is it Chapman? Is that what you said? I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tell us more about him. What does he do? Where does he come from?
He's involved. Well, see, that's where I got to be careful. No,
All right.
because I can't say too much.
Okay, well, well, you shouldn't have
People are doing
Okay,
real actual things. I can't say too much.
okay, well, I'll just go back to the video then. Well, if I can find the right button again. Yep, and then I need to get rid of that one. Then go onto that button, press play again, and it should work. See?
Yeah, I'm not gonna get people in trouble.
No, cool. Yeah, I wouldn't want you to either.
He said his name, and he's already well
I
known and shit.
I was just talking.
and shit.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's like, I was on voice chat with him.
all these people
He's like,
over the other side, they just start pouring in.
Yeah.
It ends up being shit loads of them. And then suddenly more cops turn up, and half of these cops actually turn around and start facing us.
Yeah, right.
Heaps of them turn up. This is like about
what's he doing over there?
over half an hour before it's supposed to start.
Jude's really different when I'm listening to you twice. Yeah, here on the video and live. Which one's which?
See, I've got to do it though.
Yeah.
I've got
I'll end it for now till I find someone to talk to and shit. Alright,
I've just got one ear on, but I can listen to you in real.
All right. Well, let's just stop that from happening. Pause that. Go back.
No,
One.
seriously, shit loads of them turn up.
Yeah.
Suddenly there's lots of them.
Yeah.
Like, holy crap.
There you
But
go.
yeah. No one backed down, no one dropped balls and shit. I was actually, mind you, there were a lot of hard people from Destiny's Church and Man Up New Zealand and shit like that. But they were the ones that organised the talk.
Well,
And that's the thing. It was only supposed to be like a talk in a public place, and all these tranny fucking groomer supporters turned up.
Yeah. I just the
Same as what fucking Rosie Parker's one was supposed to be.
Right. Yeah.
Her talking about women's rights in a public place, and then a fucking 1,000 tranny fucking morons turn up.
Yeah.
Just wreck it.
Yeah. That was
So much for free speech.
So there's
don't do what they want.
This sort of same shit happening here. Yeah. Same shit's happening everywhere, I guess. But yeah, because everyone's only knows their own little corner,
But you know,
and they don't realise the same shit's happening
really
everywhere.
Weird statistic the other day.
Hmm.
Oh no, I do. But you don't realise it till it happens in your face.
What's that?
Wait till you actually see it yourself. just the weird shit that's going on. You
Oh
don't
yeah, yeah,
realize it till it slaps you in the face.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
too
That's
many
right.
people, too many
Mm.
people are asleep.
A
Don't
lot.
see it till they're slapped in the face by it.
Even then, they don't see it. Pretty much. Yeah. You know.
A lot of them don't.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
oh, my boy wants to be a girl. Oh, okay, that seems to be like the okay thing to do and a trendy
Because
thing to do now.
because it's
All right.
because it's been so bashed into us in the press, and yeah, so these are criminal events. I think they're criminal events
Yeah.
that they need to be punished.
Uh,
But yeah, what's the chance of
the
that
New
happening?
Zealand media is
Mm.
like so corrupt. It's not funny. Like it's, I know. I mean, like
Here's another one I prepared
most,
earlier.
most media agencies are owned by the same 4 or 6 companies or some shit.
Yep.
So of course the narrative is the same in every country, every article, every channel that you see. And
And
then
if there's any
the
division, that's
articles
manufactured too.
still get then the articles still have to change what they're going to say based on who their advertisers are.
Mm.
And Pfizer sponsors almost everything.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. I saw a picture today. I thought it was quite funny. It was the picture of the Australian Parliament, and on the Australian flag in the middle, it had the Pfizer flag. Oh, I fucking cracked up. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm going to get Ghost to make a meme about that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I'm thinking
Make
of
up a make up a meme about like as many countries as you want. New
yeah, yeah,
Zealand, Australia, America.
and just
Yeah.
have Pfizer in the middle
And
there.
just put sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you realise by
No,
doing that?
sponsored by Pfizer.
Do you realise by doing that we're actually advertising for them as well? You know what I mean? You might be trying to put shit on them, but
No,
it's
we're
still,
showing that they're
but
fucking
we're
owned
still
per
fucking,
country.
we're still making them the most recognised band. For people go for who's the best drug dealer? Oh look, Pfizer. Yeah, must be Pfizer. Yes, so
Yeah.
just by us
Right.
mentioning Pfizer.
Which which drug dealer has paid the biggest fine? Ah, Pfizer.
Yeah, yeah, well that's right. Yeah,
Who's still the biggest drug dealer?
yeah.
Ah, Pfizer.
Doesn't
So
matter.
that meant the 2.3 billion that they had to pay out, or was it 1.3? I think it was 2.3.
Yeah,
It's the biggest payout ever. It's like just didn't even affect them, and they're still the biggest drug dealer in the world.
yeah, yeah.
This shows how much money they make and how often they get caught.
Yep, that's right. It's just, actually, I might just put you in the corner like that. Yeah, that way everything's neat and tidy. Just tidy up my desktop. Yeah.
So,
I like me have me pictures in the background, and since you're not on camera, I'm leaving the camera on. So
sorry, you're glitching a wee bit on me now.
I do that all the time. Yeah. Well, I've, I just preloaded the next video in your first video, third video maybe, goes to 20 minutes. Is that worth a watch?
Oh, yeah, the last one's a really good speech. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, it
Okay.
really
Yeah,
is.
well, yeah, that's the 20-minute one, right?
It's like 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good. Yeah,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put.
serious. It really is worth a watch.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put it on, and I'll talk to you in about 20 minutes or
Even
so.
even though in real, hey, even though online and in real life I've disagreed with the guy.
Yeah. Yeah. That's okay. That's fair enough. Yeah.
Like
Okay.
serious, but it's one of the best speeches ever. Like he speaks very well.
Yeah. Good. And you caught him, and you filmed it, correct?
I'm just hoping others did. I could just tell that everything he was saying was worded so carefully and so well that
Yeah.
they couldn't tear it apart.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
It was done extremely eloquently,
Mhm.
shall we say. Yeah.
Eloquently. That's
It was like yeah, it was done very, very well. Yes.
okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna press play, and we'll watch
And
it.
he
Eh?
did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
man. All right.
press play right now, and
Yeah.
w- w- yeah, well, I'll stop it for a chat every now and then if you like in between here and there. Feel like chatting, just put your hand up or something. Okay.
Oh no, just like if you feel like
Yeah, yeah,
asking anything, just pause
yeah,
it and ask.
yeah. I will.
Like,
Okay.
because I was there recording it, so
Yeah.
I don't really need to add much.
Right. Okay. Okay.
This
Well,
covers a lot.
I'll talk to you soon. Maybe. Who knows?
My son was a
Actually, there'll be
plumber,
one point where I have to
so I'm here
quickly remember that. There'll be
representing
one point where,
all
like, yeah,
those
I get
that
shoved
stand
by
as a
cops as
man,
taking one step
and I
backwards,
am
All right.
proud to
recording
be
one
a
step
man.
further away from the microphone, and the cop actually shoves
Does
me.
anybody out
I'm
there
like,
know
what?
what a man
So no,
is?
stay in front of these double phones.
So to all you young ones screaming and yelling and shouting, believe you me, there's going to come a time when you'll need a man to protect you. So I'm a protector and I'm a
But yeah, seeing
provider
heaps more
for
cops
my
now, they're
family.
facing both ways
So
and
that's
the
a
line
little
in the
bit of
middle.
why
The line in the
I'm here
middle is
today.
facing them.
And I'm the
And
type
look how
of
many of
guy
them there are now.
who will stand
Yes.
on his own if I have to. But it's always good
Yeah,
having a
actually,
little
like
bit of
hundreds
people
of them
with
turned
you.
up, and there's still only like 50 of us.
Looks like divide and conquer, doesn't it? Yeah, look, all the cops all keeping the
Well,
groups
it's the fact that
in different
it's the
fucking
fact that
places.
minorities. No, it's the fact that minorities. It's the fact that minorities band together, and the majority is all dispersed. They're not focused on one thing. They've got so many
That's,
things they're thinking about.
that's
Where
a
the minority who's only focused on one agenda can be a large group against like people who are a few against every different thing,
that's a pertinent
and too many
observation.
not getting involved at all.
It's a pertinent observation.
Yeah.
I wish I could say that properly.
Yeah,
We're on
I
the
actually
same
said that in
page.
real life this
I
morning.
Uh,
know
No,
there's
no,
a lot
seriously, I
more
actually
New
said that in real life
Zealanders,
this morning at
lot
the
more
community
people in
pertinent
meeting I
Christchurch,
observation.
spoke with.
lot more people in the South Island who agree with what I'm about to say today. Because as I said earlier, just because we disagree,
So what's this, like middle of the city? Or well, not quite the city, or what?
Yeah,
Yeah, really? Yeah.
yeah. Sort of like just at the outside edge of the middle of the city.
Right,
Like
yeah,
that's the
right.
whole main business district from
Right,
where
yeah.
they're standing forward, sort of
Yeah.
thing.
So it gets bigger.
We're
It,
standing at what's called the Bridge of. There are still a few buildings
yeah.
behind us,
Look,
but we're standing at what's called the Bridge of Remembrance.
looks like a big country town from here. For that just so anyway, let's carry on anyway. Yeah, thanks for the
Yeah, no, no, I didn't get much footage of the town this time.
no,
There's
that's
other
okay.
videos of where I've walked around than there is, but
Yeah.
yeah,
All right,
in
well
this one.
let's roll on again. But we had two stops and there's only 1 minute 14 seconds into. What are we? Fuck. How long is this 20 minutes going to take?
Yes, this is going to take forever.
that's not me you hate.
I'll try and shut up because there's only one more.
You have
I'll try and shut up because
confused
there's only one
disagreement
other
for
thing
hating.
that I
There's
sort of
no
want to point
place for
out
hate.
when the cops start being dicks to me and shit.
At some stage, we need to
I'll
sit
try and
down
shut
and
up.
talk at the table. If we're about the same thing, freedom of speech and freedom of rights, then that should be our commonality. I don't care what you wear, what sign you hold, what your ideology. I don't care if you kiss a frog or rub a rock. It's finding that commonality. So here's the reason, right? That we are here. By the way, no hate here. I don't hate anybody today. I'm in a place in my life where I don't hate anybody and definitely don't hate myself. So to you guys, big ups for you for coming out. Good on you for coming out. You came out and you stood on what you believe in, on your convictions. I applaud you for that. But guess what? We're doing the same thing. And you guys have got a good turnout. Good on you. All right. So we're here to stand on behalf of our children, our children's children. We are against, it's a good word to use, in this PC society, this liberal, watered down society. Nobody likes to use the word against. We've turned the word anti into some kind of criminal, evil word. It ain't evil. Just because I'm anti something, and I'm not saying I'm anti you fellas, that doesn't make it evil. So we're here to make a stand for our children who are being taught, who are being sexualized in libraries and schools. It is morally wrong, it is practically wrong, it is scientifically wrong, it is wrong in every way, shape and form. Whatever you want to do in the privacy of your home, go for it, I don't care. But what you want to do in the libraries and the schools, I care about. My kids, my grandkids, they go to libraries and they go to schools. And now part of the curriculum is forcing 5-year-olds to learn about sexual stuff. Do you not see how disgusting that is? Do you not see how wrong that is? A 5-year-old doesn't need to know about that stuff. A 5-year-old doesn't need to know about the anatomy of their body. A 5-year-old
All right, cheers, buddy.
does not need to learn how to masturbate. It's wrong. So we're making a stand, and we ain't going to allow that to happen. And if that happens in schools, and if that happens in libraries, then guess what? We're going to turn up and do something about it. And I'm not talking about violence. I'm talking about making a stand for our kids. It's been pushed through the school curriculum. Guess who it's been pushed by? It's been pushed by this
so happy about being called groomers.
Government. That's who it's been pushed by. If you were really about
All the
love,
flags
as you
are
say,
blue, pink and white.
you should
It's all
be
about
standing with
children.
us, not against us. We are not anti-trans. We are not homophobic. We are not against you guys. My sister's a lesbian, and I love her to bits. She loves me. She knows that I stand on my convictions. She knows that I stand on my beliefs. But again, I do not hate her. All right, I want to read something. I want to read you something that's part of the curriculum that they're trying to push through the schools, right? All right.
I betcha this would be a mirror for what they're putting through at Australian schools too. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, fully.
Yeah,
But yeah,
yeah,
fully.
yeah.
It
Okay,
all
well,
comes from the WEF and the Rockefeller-funded education system, and it's everywhere in Western culture at the same time.
okay,
It
well,
wouldn't surprise me if they're trying to even push it in many European countries and shit.
no doubt they are. Anyway, that looks almost looks like a Tartarian structure behind that there, isn't it? Is that Tartarian?
Yep.
Yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
cool. Nice little structure.
It's called the Bridge of Remembrance, but I do have another video where I
Yeah.
didn't find where the protesters went. Like
Yeah.
I was late and missed them all.
Yeah,
And so I just walked around recording some of the architecture.
yeah. Yeah.
So I do
Oh,
actually have a video on YouTube where I did that. I just
oh,
was
cool.
like, I missed everyone, so I just thought I'd just do this.
Yeah. Actually, I think I saw that.
Or something similar to that. It's
Yeah.
like a real dumb title.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to
But
serious
yeah,
stuff
there's
now.
like, there's heaps of
This
buildings
is
like that.
this is what the new world
Hey,
order
you interrupted.
plans for schools. Sorry, am I interrupting you? Oh, sorry, mate. This is my show, isn't it?
No, you interrupted this time. It wasn't my fault.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
I'm
Right, yeah.
saying you did.
Tomato,
It wasn't my fault.
Here
Tomato,
it is here.
tomato.
This is the Ministry of Education. And actually might pay for you guys to listen up.
Oh,
This is the Ministry of Education,
I don't think
right?
it's too far from
Sexual education, a guide and principles of boards, trustees and teachers. There is no opting out with the school-wide approach to sexual education. That's what they're saying. There's no opting out. So in other words, when our kids go to school, we're going to teach them all this sort of perverted stuff. I don't know about you, but I'm a cool, calm kind of guy. But that kind of gets my blood boiling, thinking that people who are not their parents, who are not their grandparents, can teach all that sort of stuff. Teachers are to affirm a child's chosen identity and keep it a secret from the parents. Only pedophiles keep that stuff from parents.
It's some sick shit.
That they would teach the kids that sort of stuff and keep it a secret. How dare they? That they would affirm their agenda. My kids and my grandkids, their agenda was confirmed, and it's confirmed, continually confirmed at birth. At birth. Hey guys, I've got news for you. There's only 2 genders. Or is that too much common sense? There's only 2 genders, guys. And if you don't know what a male is, maybe I can explain it. Might get a bit explicit, but at least if I explain it, you get it. A male has a penis. A female doesn't. End of story. A female has a vajayjay. That's it. There's nothing in between. It's only your indoctrination, because that's what schools are doing. They are indoctrinating instead of educating. And what schools should do is they should stick to science, maths and English. Back in our day we had woodwork. They should stick to that and stop trying to sexualize the children and turn them into little perverts. So they're going for the kids. So I'll just rattle through these things. 5 to 8-year-olds are told about making babies and sexual pleasure. Can you believe that? I can't believe I'm actually standing here reading a school education curriculum where the 5 to 8-year-olds are told and taught about how to make a baby. You are robbing them of their innocence. We're supposed to bring our children up so that they're pure and innocent. Believe me, I was once a child, grew into a teenager, grew into a man. I learned about that stuff myself without learning about it at school. We don't need others putting their hands in there. We don't need others putting their hands on there and telling our kids what's up with sexuality. So they're looking at giving them pronoun name tags, the pronoun of their choice in schools. A boy's a boy, a girl's a girl. I don't know. Common sense is not so common today. A boy's a boy and a girl is a girl. Sexual education is in every subject, including maths, English and history. Can you believe that? Sexual education in every subject. How did we get to this place? How far have we gone? How far has our nation, and I know there's nations outside of New Zealand, but how far have we fallen that we expose our children to that stuff? And boy, don't get me started on a male man going into a female's toilet. Don't get me started on that one. Because I don't know. Like I said, I'm a pretty good guy and I'm a cool guy. But boy, if my granddaughter came up to me and said there was a man in the toilet in the female's toilet, I don't know. I don't know. I won't be able to hold myself responsible for my actions because I couldn't think of anything worse than a man who identifies as a female. How can we normalise that? How can we normalise men dressing up as so-called ladies? Ladies! You ought to be insulted that a man is dressing up and looking like a drag queen. That should be an insult to you ladies. Where are the feminists? Where's the feminists? Where's the Me Too people? Where's the Me Too, you know, being sexually abused in your workplace? There was a whole movement across the world in USA, America, a Me Too movement about women being sexually harassed in their workplaces. Where are you fellas standing up for our children who have been sexually harassed? Seeds are being sown into their little lives with sexual deviance. Right, I better keep moving. Right. So it's not normal. We've normalised dysfunction. We've normalised men dressing up as so-called women, dressing up as drag queens. And yeah, we live in a free society, but boy, there's got to be some sort of line we cross. Men, why do you need to dress up as a drag queen, a woman, and then sing and dance in libraries and schools, and shake your ass, and then shake the junk in the trunk in front of children? What's up with that? Can nobody see?
So happy.
That's a myth. As I've said, there's only two genders, and I fight for two genders. This has been in the pipeline for years. This has not just happened overnight. It's been in the pipeline for years. Men are afraid to be men. And I'm not talking about men making doormats out of their wives and being bullies and that. But I tell you now, a good woman appreciates a good man. A good man who protects her and stands up for her. I will die for my children, but even better still, I'll live for my children. I'm here today with many of us. We are here today to stand up and fight. If not us, then who? If not now, then when? That's my question. And again I say, good on you guys for coming out and expressing yourself. I want to say to the freedom movement, to the truth movement, to the patriot movement, where are you fellas? You've shot yourselves in the foot and you've allowed this to flood in because you're in division, because you've got hang-ups, turned it into a woke, liberal, powder puff, limp-wristed, weak, easily offended thing. And I want to say this, I'm the guy you want in your corner. I'm the guy you want on your side. So let me carry on with this, right? So there was a lady who came from Australia, Rosie. I think Rosie was her name. Rosie from British, Britain.
Yeah,
but she came over from Australia, I think.
Yeah.
So she came over from Australia. Yesterday, she was in Auckland, right? So all she was talking about is women's rights and what a woman.
Yeah.
So she got attacked, and she got attacked from the people who keep going on about love and it's not about violence. Guess what they did? They attacked her. Now, good on her for coming in. She was meant to have a meeting in Wellington today. I think today, sometime today. She turned around and she hopped on the plane to go back to Britain or Aussie or whatever it is. And I don't hold that against her. But listen, we've been fighting this battle before she came, and we'll be fighting this battle after she's gone. She's gone now, and good on people who supported her in Auckland, but the fight carries on. And I'm not talking about a physical fight. The fight carries on for our children. So what I'm saying is this, nobody loves my country more than I do. We can get people from overseas, you can get Jordan Peterson, you can get Tom, Dick and Harry, you can get some freedom fighter, you can get some person come over and they'll talk about what's right and what's wrong, and that's fine. But nobody loves our country more than I do. Nobody loves our country more than these people do. Nobody loves our children more than somebody from overseas. So what's the solution? You ready? You know what the solution is? We've got to change this government. They're the ones that are allowing this crap to seep into our schools, to seep into our libraries. And if we don't change them, this stuff will get worse. And then we'll lose our children. They'll be marred and scarred for life unless we do something. So I say to all of you, I say to you guys standing here, I say to every movement out there, unless we get rid of this government, and please don't look at me and say, I'm not political. You need to get political. They're all as bad as each other. They all lie. They're all career politicians. They're all as bad as each other. And people bounce from blue to red, from red to blue, and vote in the same dirty beast that's going to let this stuff happen. So there needs to be change at the top. Unless there's change at the top, then nothing's going to happen. We're going to keep coming under what's fed into our schools, what's fed into our libraries, unless there's big major change. We're in an election year, guys. So there's power in your vote. So we can make a change.
Got to jump in there about elections and changing and things like that. And as he was rightly saying, he they're all the same. They've all red and blue or whatever sort of thing.
Yeah.
We just had an election here in New South Wales. Yeah. We got a new premier. We got a new Reds in, I think. Labor's in instead of Liberals. Yeah.
We've got a temporary prime minister that no one had a vote in.
Yeah, right. Really? Yeah.
Jacinda Ardern left, and we got a fucking temporary prime minister that no one in the country.
That's the way the system works.
Labor got to appoint someone.
Well, the leaders only figure in,
our
mate.
votes in October. To be honest, as I've kept saying to people, no one listens. But as I've kept saying, see, this is where I disagree with them. Because I say we don't vote, and then no matter who gets voted in, then we put in a vote of no confidence because we'll be the majority.
Yeah, well, that sounds like a plan.
Way around. Yeah, use their system against
them. Yeah, you got no chance of stopping that many.
But why vote for one of the minor parties?
People like to vote. People like to vote
because
because it's a bit of an ego trip. It's a bit of an ego trip for some, because I'm doing something for my country. It's and people don't realise that it's not really fucking doing shit.
Especially if the person you vote for wins.
Yeah.
It's like a raffle.
If
the person you vote for wins, like you feel special, like you voted for the right horse.
I've been looking for and haven't found out yet anything that happened in the New South Wales election, which was a couple of days ago, about what happened to Bosie's party, Bosie and Gurus, or Bosie. Yeah, they're a bunch of independents. Yeah.
I'm not sure. I haven't actually seen anything about it either.
I've been looking.
Immediate blackout on that.
I would have thought they'd put a after day, the next day video or something actually, but they didn't. Yeah, so I haven't really heard from them yet.
No, there should have been some shit out on Telegram. There should have been some shit out on Telegram straight away. I haven't seen anything about it, to be honest.
Yeah, well, I haven't looked in Telegram. Don't really do the Telegram much. Anyway, might go back.
Australian Politics channel.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Australian Politics.
Someone invited me to it. I'm actually on one of them, an Australian one.
Don't know. Anyway, I might put
I'll get it to you later. It's all right. Once I find what it's called.
I'm going to put the video back on.
So take your hands off our kids. Don't you touch our kids. Don't you take your hands off our kids in libraries. Take your hands off our kids in schools. Don't you dress our boys like girls. Don't you dress our girls like boys. They're innocent. Bring them up the right way. Bring them up in what they are. My son was born a boy. My daughter was born a girl. I didn't want to change my mind or her mind. That's so bad, it's not even funny. I didn't now change my mind when I had a son and say, I think you should be a little girl. And to say something like, let them be what they want to be. You're kidding me. You are kidding me. When I was younger, I wanted to be a pirate. Thank God nobody plucked out my eye, gave me a pink leg and a parrot on my shoulder and let me be a pirate. It was just a phase I went through.
I like it.
It was just a phase that I went through. But my identity and
Me
My
too. I
masculinity,
ought to be
my
a pirate.
sexuality is being a man.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. I'm happy with being a
All
man.
right. Everybody look that way.
Sail on Jeffy's
Everybody
ship.
look that way. Everyone look that way. Look that way. All right,
Yeah.
get them all ahead.
Oh, Jeffy.
Get them all ahead.
He's not that much of a pirate, but he means well.
Thank you guys for coming
Alright,
out
Oh
and
shit.
I'll be back.
standing
I'll
I
go
on
need to
exchange
what
get
you
on
thoughts.
the
believe.
like I
How long
give
has
him
this got?
people.
Got
You're
time?
allowed to.
I
At
Ooh.
least
Steve,
that's one of the good things
because
Oh,
in
I'm
New
giving
Zealand. We
people heads
still
up and
got
shit.
yeah.
freedom of
Vinny
speech. We
and
still
Billy
got
have got
a little bit of
talk on
democracy.
the
But I
30th
tell
of
you now,
sentencing.
guys, I want to
Yeah.
finish with
Canvass the
this.
Oh,
media
What
has
you're
got
doing
talk
will
on
be
the
taken
30th.
away from you. The
So just
government
another
don't give
hearing
two hoots
for
about you.
journalists that
It's going to be taken
I
away
can't
from
remember what the
you.
last word was.
All right.
I don't
So
think it's
that's me.
integrity, but
That's us. Thank you for
journalistic
coming
privilege
out.
or something.
I'm going to have a blue cotton chips. I'm hungry now. Don't forget, it's about love.
excuse me, no disrespect, but sometimes you gotta burp.
I just moved the mouse off the screen.
There's only stupid sirens like drowning out everything they're
Oh, yeah.
saying.
Oh, the Amos Sewn sign looks good. Okay, let's get rid of that. Goodbye, Windows scriptures. I'm back. And, well, I might wrap the show up, I think.
There you go.
Yeah.
I missed the bit where the cops started pushing me. Shit.
Oh, right. Oh, well, we're going to. Guess I could try to go back to it. No. No, well,
But yeah, like the guy beside me starts talking to me about it. He's like, "Oh, you must have taken
uh,
A lot of people
too
up there.
far."
sorry, I was just.
But yeah, cop actually shoved me, and then another cop walked up to me, and
Mhm.
all I was trying to do is like I was recording facing forwards and just taking a couple of steps backwards, but nothing else.
Yeah.
But nothing at all. I was recording on my phone, and I took a couple of steps backwards, and a cop comes up to me and like sort of shut like, "No, you can't do this," and sort of pushes me forward, stands
Well,
behind me and sort of blocks me, sort of thing. And then another cop comes up as well, and I'm like, "What?" Like, no, you need to stand on
yeah.
this side of those cobblestones because
Yeah.
there's two different sets of cobblestones, and there was a clear line.
Yeah.
So they gave us a limited area we were allowed to be in, while those other fuckers were allowed to
That,
inhabit half the
yeah,
city.
that was like mind control, if you know what I mean. They were or trying to, you know what I mean. Because
Oh, yeah, but
people will
see,
just do what
I
they're
don't like
told, don't they,
cops.
these days? You know. Yeah. Some anyway. Anyway, mate.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna.
still I actually to be honest, on purpose I walked back past it several more times
Yeah.
after they said it to me.
Oh, yes, you
I
would.
just missed the
Yeah.
part where
Yeah.
they actually said it, but yeah, several
Mm.
more
Yep.
times afterwards I actually kept walking backwards and shit
Yep.
past where they told me I couldn't. So yeah, I don't fucking listen. But yeah, I'll see how far I can push it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck you.
That's what you're here for. Anyway, mate. I'm gonna disconnect you. I'm gonna hang up.
I've
And
always been like that though.
yeah. Well, people do that to you all the time. People hang up on you. You there?
All right, man.
No.
Much love,
Yeah.
no fear. Good
Take care,
talking
mate.
with you.
Yeah, mate.
Excellent show.
Oh, yeah, it was. Mate, thanks for being a part of the show again. I've just got a couple of things to say. Then I'm going to actually I'm going to put on some more music, but I'll carry on. I'll piss you off first, and then carry on listening if you like. But yeah, there's a bloke who at the start of the show, one of his songs. I'm going to play another one of his songs. I'll talk about it in a sec. Right. Okay, as I was just saying to DK, you might have remembered hearing a music track at the start of the show, Camping in the Barringtons, by a guy called Tony Johns. And well, he's a guy I was listening to back into the 90s sort of thing. And I know him from up here sort of thing. And he's got this other song. Let me just pause it for a sec. Just trying to pause you thing. Anyway. He's allowed me to use his songs from this CD he made back in the early 90s. Tony John's his name. He's quite a talented little musician. Well, And this is another one of his songs called Haunted. So let's get the picture up. Which is the picture? Should have a picture there, right? That's the one. Okay.
On a foggy Sunday evening, driving home from work, I called my wife to tell her I'd be late. From a phone just east of Gresford, in a town too small to name, near a house where lived a girl I used to know. I'm haunted by the memories of my youth I hold so dear. Yes, I'm haunted by the memories, forever young as I grow older year by year. In a steel city backstreet, on a corner is a pub. I played there every Friday night for years. They danced up on the tables, and I sang the songs they loved. Now this poor guy's playing pool for beers. I'm haunted by the memories of my youth I hold so dear. Yes, I'm haunted by the memories, forever young as I grow older year by year. To haunt me, drifting in the way they always do, and the fragrance in the air sent to remind me lingers like the jasmine and the dew. On a highway heading north, on a rainy afternoon, sleepy town of Greta looks the same. Comes an image of a boy up a tree humming a tune, hiding from his grandma calling out his name. I'm haunted by the memories of my youth I hold so dear. Yes, I'm haunted by the memories, forever young as I grow older year by year. I'm haunted by the memories of my youth I hold so dear. Yes, I'm haunted by the memories, forever young as I grow older year by year. Forever young as I grow older year by year.
Well, folks, thanks for watching the show. I'll see you next time on Amos Sewn. It'll be 61 next time, and don't know what date, time, or what it is, but today's date is the 27th of the 3rd, 2023. I normally say that sometime during the show. Said it now. But in the meantime, before I have my next show, which could be on Thursday, could be any day. Don't know. Yeah. He doesn't know either. David Icke. Saw him once. I took the picture, obviously. Anyway. Be good to each other. In Lakesh.